Urgent search for survivors after a passenger plane and an Army Black Hawk helicopter collide midair in our nation's capital.
Chewing gum enthusiast, but he's never far from his roots where he started. Bill Bellamy has 4 shows here in Tampa at the Funny Bone in Ybor City.
Wow,
how are you?
What's up, man?
Thanks for coming on.
You made me bust out laughing. Chewing gum enthusiast, I do it all.
Regina, you could probably have your own hour with everything that's going on in Pinellas County because the roofs, the crane.
Am I talking enough?
Water treatment facilities that are offline, no potable water in certain areas. So yeah, there's a lot to get to there.
And that's why we're so happy that you're back, because your personality is amazing. And if your daughter asked, what were you doing? Winning.
I was winning.
Goldie, winning. That's all you were doing. The first woman to dunk the ball in high school. We were making sure we said it right.
Nice clarification.
Yeah.
Look at you, Walter.
Yeah, and I'm actually currently watching the Fox affiliate, Fox 45 in Baltimore, and they're saying traffic is already backed up because everything just kind of grinded to a halt on 695.
But I run into John Gruden sometimes around at restaurants. What would it be like if I ran into him at the Outback?
I'll tell you what, man. You got a blooming onion there, man. That's tremendous stuff right there.
This has got to be very therapeutic, right? You get to air out everything
I
you
get
want.
to tell my business to all of you.
So I know you're from Georgia.
Okay.
You have some Tennessee roots, but you proposed on Longboat Key. Is there going to be a beach wedding?
Yeah.
Are you going to be down here?
David Letterman, do you guys get any work done with him around?
Well, likely he's not around that much, actually.
It's crazy to think that somebody would be so mad to confront you. If you moved my car, I would say, yes, sir, I'll find another parking spot.
You gotta remember, this is Brooklyn.
It happened while the plane was attempting to land at Reagan National Airport near Washington, D.C., and it was confirmed early this morning that several U.S. figure skaters were on board the plane. Fox's Doug Luzader is live in Washington, where everyone is bracing for updates this morning. Doug, we have one of our reporters covering this as well, and she reported earlier this morning 60 passengers, 4 crew members on this American Airlines flight, and that they're finding mortal remains this morning in the Potomac. Good morning. The Francis Scott Key Bridge went down after a container ship rammed into it overnight. Fox 13's Regina Gonzalez is following this story for us live from our newsroom. Regina, this is a major thoroughfare for people going from Washington to New York City. Highly traveled, even though it's a toll road. 695 is highly traveled. Do we know, was anybody on it? And of course, people who have been in our area for a long time. It takes us right back to 1980 when the Skyway Bridge collapsed after it was rammed by a freighter. 35 people were killed in that. Regina, any updates? Don't be afraid to jump back in with us. We'll talk to you later on, okay? Either way, there were some stellar commercials that kept us entertained all the way to the final score, like this one promoting Disney's upcoming Stitch live-action film, which is good. Fox 13's Mariah Harrison joining us live in the newsroom. When he crashed.
I loved it. That's my favorite part. That was my favorite part of it.
Crashed into the goalpost. Hey, Mariah. This morning, we're learning more about the 4-year-old boy who died shortly after getting a hold of a gun, his parents' gun. Chosen Morris found his father's gun in his car Friday evening at their home along Citrus Landing Boulevard in Davenport. Chief Steve Parker says the family was getting ready for a fun night. They were going to go to pizza. Promised Chosen that they would stop by a store, buy him a present, then they would play board games after that once they returned. Chosen was so excited, he went inside the car to wait in the garage and found the gun underneath the back seat.
It impacts all of us, when these things happen, especially when you are a parent or a grandparent, because that could be your child, that could be your grandchild.
Chief Parker says given this tragedy was accidental, he will not be filing any charges against the parents. He suggests talking to your kids about the dangers of guns, no matter how young they are, taking them out for target practice so they can learn how to safely handle firearms. Now, a Florida businessman is stepping up to the plate with a fresh pitch for the team. Fox 13's Kelly Cowan on the story for us. And Kelly, the offer on deck.
I love everything you're doing right now.
would possibly lure the team out of the Bay Area up I-4 to the other side of Florida.
Yeah, during the traffic stop, according to Chief Holloway from St. Pete Police, who is the other agency helping out in this investigation, apparently the deputies were trying to communicate with her, may have been talking back in Russian. She ran off from the traffic stop. It took several times to try to stop her. She had a gun that she was waving around.
And that was over on Gulf Boulevard by this time, Indian Shores.
They tried several times with less lethal means to try to bring her under arrest. That wasn't successful. And then she started ramming deputies' vehicles with her car, and that's when shots were fired. Deputies shot her, it sounds like three times, and she's in critical condition in the hospital, and a deputy is also hurt.
One deputy hurt, and there are 7 deputies overall involved in this situation right now. So it's developing, as you just heard, and we'll bring you some more updates as we get them.
It sounds like that deputy was hurt from the crash, from the collision of the vehicles, not from...
As she was trying to escape.
Yeah, not from gunshots. We do know that Gulf Boulevard, which is a 2-lane road at this point, is going to be closed for several hours. So let's get over to Lisa Wick. More on that. Hey.
Today's events are being treated as the last major observance that any notable number of survivors will be able to attend due to their advanced age. A woman in Long Island, New York is believed to be the world's oldest Holocaust survivor. Rose Giron just celebrated her 113th birthday. Wow. She escaped Nazi Germany with her husband and young daughter, fled to China. They then came to New York in the 40s, where Rose opened several knitting stores, and she kept knitting until the age of 102.
Lee is one of your racers. I'm a married guy, so you're not really the boss.
Trust me, I am the boss, and we do know what the boundaries are.
Developing out of Washington, D.C. this morning, the search for survivors after an American Airlines passenger plane and an Army Black Hawk helicopter collide midair near Reagan National Airport. The plane was headed to D.C. from Wichita, Kansas, and it was confirmed early this morning that several U.S. figure skaters were on this plane.
Details of the crash and the aftermath are now still trickling in this morning, and there's a lot we still don't know.
And Fox 13's Kelly Cowan is sifting through all the latest details for us. Kelly, we know the plane and the chopper went down in the Potomac, which is very cold right now, just a nudge above freezing, and hundreds of crews are involved in the rescue and recovery effort. Down on sports this morning, 2 years ago in Super Bowl 57, the Eagles and Chiefs gave us a classic, a game for the history books that ended, some people would say, controversial. 2 years later, here we are again, Super Bowl 59 between the two teams. Would history be etched with a three-peat or a dethroning? Those who served with Padilla are honoring his life. Fox 13's Evan Moon shows us he's being remembered as a leader, a friend, and a hero. You know, it's one of those things, those construction cranes, it's not like you can assemble them and disassemble them in the drop of a hat. So you just kind of roll the dice and just hope nothing bad happens, but unfortunately, it did in this case. That's for sure. Dave reported that the highest gust in St. Pete was 101 miles per hour, so it's no surprise that one of them came down. Regina Gonzalez, we'll check back in with you throughout the morning, okay? All right, we are going to go to Kelly Cowan, but you said you had a little bit of information.
Some updates are just coming into the newsroom. Dave has been talking about the flooding at the Holiday Inn in Plant City, I-4 near Park Road, and Plant City PD saying they are experiencing unprecedented flooding, urging people not to go out. They've already rescued 35 people in the last 2 hours. So people need to really stay inside right now.
And that Holiday Inn, Park Road and I-4, so that's just west of that big city furniture warehouse?
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then Temple Terrace issued a boil water advisory. They are due to power outages. They're under a boil water notice right now, the city of Temple Terrace.
Okay, that's going to be an issue.
So we'll just keep shouting them out as they come into the newsroom.
But for now, let's get to Kelly Cowan.
Yeah, she's live in Tampa, right outside of the station, Kennedy Boulevard.
My first job was in Casper, Wyoming, market 198. I was making $20,000 a year. We're all scratching, trying to make a buck.
You were rich.
Chapter number 2, being uncomfortable.
Right.
That was one of the best times of my career. And it's a great chapter. I love it.
Developing overseas, several people are dead. Many more are injured after a stampede broke out in India. It happened at a religious festival as tens of thousands of Hindus rushed to take a holy bath in a river. The massive event is held every 12 years. It's said to be the largest religious gathering in the world. At this hour, it's not clear exactly what led to the stampede or how many people were killed. Also overseas, passengers on a South Korean airline narrowly avoided disaster after a plane caught on fire shortly before takeoff. Look at the damage here. It happened yesterday at an international airport in South Korea. Thankfully, all 169 passengers, 7 crew members on board evacuated safely. Passenger plane was preparing to head to Hong Kong when officials say a fire started in the rear of the plane. The cause of the fire is under investigation. One person has died after a mobile home caught fire in Citrus County. It happened yesterday along North Weewahi Point in Crystal River. Firefighters say the double-wide mobile home was almost completely engulfed in flames when they got there. And after they got the fire out, fire crews say the mortal remains of one person and one dog were found inside. So far, no word on the identity of the victim or the cause of the fire.
Hey, heads up for Florida residents.
Last night, our crew spotted law enforcement focusing on a particular mobile home in Auburndale. Fox 14's Matthew McClellan is on this story for us. And Matt, this, I can imagine, this has got to be excruciating for the family, but is this some fresh help and hope?
Now we get you in studio. We have to say goodbye. Pat Barone joining us this morning. Do you have to go?
I don't have to go, but I do.
Okay. You don't have to go, but you do. Was that surprising to you?
No quitting them Rays. Good morning, everybody. In sports this morning, the Rays dug themselves out of a hole in the final game of the 3-game series with the Yankees. They were down 6-0, facing Garrett Cole, who came in undefeated in time for the best ERA in the majors. Look at the timing. Yeah, okay.
I wasn't born yesterday, Claudia. Like, I kind of knew it was going to happen.
August is coming up. Obviously, you're going to give the speech. Have you started writing it? And it's going to be a family fair in Canton.
Fox 14's Kelly Cowan is live at the fire station where the victims went to go get help. Kelly, what do we know so far? Police are still looking for the shooter, right?
I know you speak very often about your dad, who you lost, I believe, during the pandemic just a few years ago, and I'm sorry for that, for your loss. You often mention that he was your first coach.
Yes.
We all remember our first coach. Yes. I remember, using the tackling dummies with my dad in the backyard.
Yes, sir.
When the roles are reversed, and now you're the coach, and molding these young men, that's a big responsibility.